Hey everyone, it's Chris and welcome back to the Ridge. Today, we're heading out to hang lateral lines. Now, lateral lines connect your maple trees to your main line. A lateral line could even just connect your maple tree to your collection point, to your bucket, if you're only using, if you only have a small amount of maple trees. So, we're going to go out there, we're going to get this done, and I'm going to show you the tools that you need to do it. Join us.
Sweet Maple Ridge Farms. Come on down, everybody. Go!
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to the channel. We really appreciate everybody liking, subscribing the video, and all that stuff. So, we're going to get started here. We got to go out and hang the lateral lines, some lateral lines. It's snowing. It's crazy. And we're going to get out there. So, all right. This is what you're going to need in order to hang your lateral lines. And really any kind of working with maple tubing. So, first thing you're going to need is a Pruno two-handed tool. I got this at Smoky Lake Maple. This is $205. There are other ways to do it. You could use this contraption. This is, I think, $15. I got this at Roth Sugar Bush. $15. It does the same thing. I'm not going to talk about this because it does work, but it's not great. This thing is amazing, and I will show you how it works out there in the sugar bush here in a minute. The next thing you're going to need is the Line Viper. The Line Viper is $105. We also got this from Smoky Lake, but you can get them at a lot of different places. This thing is amazing. We cannot recommend this enough. This thing is amazing. In order to hang lateral lines, you're going to need to be able to hang your drop lines. This is a drop line, and in order to hang a drop line, you need this. This is called a T-connection. I got these from CDL. You could get these at your local maple supplier. These are required. The next thing that you need, now they make other solutions for this, but this is the one that I found that works the best. This is like a slide adapter, and I will show you how it works. This is one of the best inventions, I think, for securing maple tubing out there. I'll show you how it works, but and you can see it's real nice because there's arrows on there. There's arrows here. Basically, slides on like this. Pretend this was a long span of tubing. You slide that on there like this, and then use like some pliers to bring this over the rest of the way, and that's a great way to secure maple tubing. And then there is a hook also, and I'll show you how that works. But pretty much this hook just slides onto here. It looks confusing right now, but I will show you out in the sugar bush exactly what it looks like. Let's head on out. And I do think it goes without saying, but if you're going to be hanging lateral lines, you also need tubing. This is CDL tubing. Comes in 500-foot rolls. All right, so we're out here in the Maple Woods now. You can see it's snowing. It's a beautiful day here in the Allegheny Plateau. We're at about 25 degrees right now. So we're out here in the Maple Woods. Maple season's going to be coming soon, and we need to replace drop lines and just overall just fix some issues that we have. So I'm going to be using the Line Viper here. I'm going to be using the two-handed Pruno tool and a couple fittings, and I'll just explain what I'm doing, but I'm just going to take you all along. I feel like I would have appreciated a video like this when I first got started, so let me take you along here, and we'll go from there. This is what I carry out here. I got some 5/16 tubing. I have a bucket full of different fittings. This is extra, And then I also have a tool bag just full of some other fittings and some random stuff. So I just walk and I'll take you all along here. We're going to be working on this line right here. We're going to be replacing all these drop lines. And we're going to be adding some trees too. All right, I'm going to try to adjust this. It's a little higher. Okay. Get this stuff out of the way. All right. So we're going to replace. There's 3 drop lines here. We need to replace this one, and that one. I'm going to replace this one first. It's the Pruno 2-handed tool. Have it spread open all the way. Not just let those lay, and I'll come back and get them later. Okay, so we got that cut. Grab a tee. All right. So get it started. And then, see how we did that. Get that side over a little bit more. Watch this. Watch this. Bam. Hook. Okay. Grab your line wiper. Got a new drop line here. I made a bunch of these. Line viper. Everything's colder when it's covered in, right? So you want it to stick up about that much. Bam. All right. You take this. All right. Grab another drop. This one here. I said, I'm not going to wait till the end. I'm not going to wait till I have to be out here in 10 degree or 20 degree weather to do this. I want to get all this done early. And you know what? Here we are. We're gonna take this one out here too. Now we're gonna get some of the slack out of this thing here. Put that on your forearm, just like that. Take this. It looks weird, but it's better than using those string things. If you've ever used the string things, let me know in the comments what you think of them. I hate them, but they're good. They were good to kind of learn with. But here we go. All right. The reason these two are going to be for this tree, can't fit more than when you hug the tree. How you know how many taps per tree is if you hug the tree, and if your fingers don't touch, that's 2 taps. If your fingers do touch when you hug the tree, it's 1 tap. So this is a 2-tap tree, and this is a 1-tap tree. take some slack out of that. We'll do that down at the end. There we go. All right. Next we're going to install. Actually, we got to change out. Change out this one. This is a new ad for the year. Love adding new trees. Here we go. I'm gonna take that, cut this out. Grab a T. Hold it with your forearm. Your two-handed tool. Slippery out here. Make that a little tighter. There we go. Bam. All right. Like for that one to... All right, there we go. And I know that this one has been replaced come April season, because I'll forget, because it's in there in the cup. All right. This tree here does have a little hole in it, but we're gonna add him. All right. How do you all deal with all these tools and all this stuff when you're walking around the sugar bush? How do you guys do it? You have a tool belt that you wear? It's one of my biggest things with this is just, what do you do? How do you carry around all this stuff? I'd love to know what you all do. Put it down in the comments. Okay, we got to add this one up here. I know if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. So we're going to add this one. So I'm going to show you how to add this one to this line here. All right, so gonna need some tubing. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Grab our tube. It's gonna be a little different, right? I need to be wearing gloves. The only gloves I have are wet. How about that? All right. Where'd the end of it go? Right, here we go. Okay. So I'll show you how to use what I think is the best fitting for maple. And that's this slide adapter. That's why I have my bucket with me, because I always want to make sure I have everything. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit different. So I take my loose end of my tubing, go around this tree. This is going to be a 2 tapper. Let's measure it. Barely a 2 tapper. We'll just make it 1. Okay, so this here, see this? This is going to be actually our drop line here. So we're going to put this on. This is that slide adapter. Put that on right here. Like that. Okay, now just bear with me. I'm going to grab a hook. Put the hook on here. Okay. We're going to slide the hook back. You can probably see what I'm going to do. Everything is harder when it's cold out. Isn't that the case? All right. All right. See, look, and then you can take that. Just put tension on it. Okay. See how that is? That's how you use that. Now, once you got it to where you want it, grab your vice grips, your pliers, I mean. Take it. Yep. The alternative to this would be that you have to actually cut the tubing and install another type of fitting. I don't want to cut the tubing. Just make sure that this is in here really good. Okay. I don't want to cut the tubing. I want to keep it just like this. So, all right. So now we have a drop. So we'll put a spile on that. Right. Just like that. This is why this. Everything is covered in ice. So, you know, it's really working great. Okay. But it still works. All right. So we have this. Okay. So actually put that in there. Okay. And we're not going to put another one on there. We'll do that next year. All right. So now we're going to take this tubing and we're going to we'll put a T right here. T fitting. Let's grab one of them. Grab our 2-handed tool. I'm so glad I waited for this weather to do this. It's so awesome. You're right. But it's Sweet Maple Ridge. Got a grain mill the other day, and she's inside making bread. No joke. All right, that's great. Okay. It'd be nice to have. I got a diesel heater. If y'all have ever gotten one of those diesel heaters, let me know in the comments. But I got one of those diesel heaters. So we'll cut it right there. All right, take your line wiper. There we go. Everything's just more difficult in the cold. So this thing normally works really, really great. But you know what? When it's covered in snow like this, it makes it difficult. So what if you want, the thing with this is that makes it really great is, let's say we wanted this to be a little bit more snug, which I do, but I don't want to mess with it right now. All I have to do is just undo this. You just use pliers and bring this back the other direction. It'll undo, and then you can make it a little bit more tight. So it's really easy, really nice, a really nice system.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it.
All right, so I've strung this lateral line down, and we want to hook it now to our main line here. We're going to hook it right here. Well, what we want to do first is just make sure that all the slack is out of this line. All right, so come on back here. I'm just going to pull this just like that. So I can look up there now. Look, it's nice and taut through there. So what I do is wrap it around trees. So then what we'll do is I'll take this, making sure to keep it real tight, wrap it around there. See, look, and that's going to be really good. And you want that where you connect it to your main line. So now what we're going to do is take our slide adapter. This is another great use for this thing. So what we're going to do is, you see this hook here, that is going to hook right there. So I'm going to take our slide adapter. There's arrows, making sure our hook is where we want it to be. Arrows here. Slide that in there. I'm going to attach this. And see, look, that acts also as a support for the main line. So once we've gotten that to where we want it to be, which is right there, I'm going to use our pliers here. Tighten that down. All right. That's not going anywhere. Now, we're going to use a coupler or a connector to connect this. And then we're going to come back and we're going to wire tie. We're going to put these wire ties around here. And we're going to wire tie all around here to connect there. All right, so first, I'm going to take that. Put them just like that. I'll go to the other side. This might be a little bit too long for a, see how it's pretty long, but it's all right. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. So anyways, that's it. That's the video. If you want to continue learning how to rely less and create more from high atop the Allegheny Plateau, please make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time out on the ridge.